Hi everybody. It's me with my five head right here. Um I wanted to share my opinion on the Surviving R. Kelly documentary series. I don't know if I said it before, but I am a child of abuse, sexual abuse. It happened two different times before my teen years, and then it happened numerous times after I turned 13. So, um, and those incidents, plus what was going on at home with me and my mom, my family, so called friends, I've tried to commit suicide behind it. I've tried to kill myself behind this. And for a long time, all the way up to my 30s, I felt worthless. Like nobody loved me at all. My mother, before before my late 30s, my mother never said I love you or gave me a hug that I can remember for a long time. And even to this day, when I go out to where they live, it's weird to hug her, but I do, because I've forgiven her, and also I had to stop looking through tunnel vision. I had to look at the big picture. Why was my mother like this? Who contributed to her being this way? Because she was also depressed and suicidal, and that's why she was getting high. But back to the R. Kelly thing. So, listening to these young ladies and grown women, just seeing their faces, I know it to be true. The detail, the fact that they're repeating it word for word, same thing, same scenarios. He intimidates you once he gets you in the door with his sweet ways, his loving ways. It's wonderful to be in his presence when he is like paying a lot of attention to you and making sure he's kissing you and telling you how beautiful you are and getting you whatever you want, and he's flying you in and out because you're special. You're special. But once he gets you behind closed doors, when there's nobody else around, that's when it starts to change. He had these girls in prison. For them to have to shit and piss in a bucket in a corner, the fact that they had to stay in one room until he decided he wanted to come over and have sex, well, violate them and record them without their permission, showing their faces, embarrassing them. Just every violation that you can do to a woman, this man has done. And he sees nothing wrong with it. Because girls, especially black girls, that come a dime a dozen, ain't worth shit. They're there for his amusement, for his pleasure, for him to do whatever he wants to do to them. And they have no right to say no or disagree, or they will be beaten. And they don't want to disappoint daddy. When daddy got 20 girls in one house, 10 in another, he's traveling all over the United States. He has spread his disease that he knows he has everywhere. He refuses to use a condom. He has caused these girls to have abortions and miscarriages, and will pay them off like hookers and throw them away, leaving their psyche damaged, leaving their body damaged, leaving their heart crushed and destroyed. Because when that happens, they realize he never gave two shits about them. To give someone everything and then snatch it away like it was a joke and expect them to handle it like a grown person. But he wants you to give him everything of you. And you have to be serious, but he does not. He will even let his cousins and his boys have sex with you to embarrass you, to degrade you. Because he got mad at something you said, something you did, something you didn't do. Because you wanted to eat. He decided, no, you're not going to eat. Like a dog. He should have been basically putting them in cages. And refusing to feed someone because they didn't want to put their mouth on your dick after you just got through fucking another girl. Because you didn't want to have a threesome with a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old. If y'all look at these girls, he has a type. He has a type. They have to be thin, tall, long, beautiful hair, and they have to be a certain shade, color, and that's what he likes. I did not see not one dark-skinned girl that he violated, which may have happened, but the ones he's keeping look a certain way. To be abused, to be to the point where you feel worthless and you have nothing to live for, and if you left his side, you would die, is basically how he gets you. And a lot of people is like, how can that happen? It would never happen to me. You don't know. Because these men, especially the ones that have perfected their craft of getting you to do what they want. A lot of us have dealt with men like this and don't even know it. You girls that have a boyfriend and he goes out and sleeps with 3 other girls in the neighborhood, got these heifers calling you, disrespecting your house. He done brought girls into your house, slept in your bed, all that. Found condoms all over the place. All he got to do is say, baby, I'm sorry. I love you. I promise it won't happen again. Any and everything he needs to say to you to get you to calm down and realize that you love him and you're going to give him another chance to do the very exact same thing he's been doing. All you giving him is a chance to get better at hiding it. But he's still doing it. He'll even go as far as to marry you and will still be doing it. But you're not going to break up because you don't want to give those other bitches a chance to be with him. Why not? Let him hurt them. You need to work on yourself and your self-esteem. But you are also one of those girls that's saying, R. Kelly couldn't do that shit to me. Maybe he couldn't, but it has been done to you. All us black women at young ages, most of us, felt worthless. Unless a boy liked us, we weren't shit. Unless a boy liked us, wanted to be boyfriend and girlfriend with us, we weren't nothing. And the thing is, boys didn't want to be with us unless we were what? Fucking. I don't understand how R. Kelly is still getting away with this. I don't understand how other musical people are getting away with this. If you take away the fact that this man can sing, what would he be? He would be a normal man living in anybody's neighborhood. And these rumors circling around about him messing with young girls. What would happen then? What would happen then? Would he still be free? Would he still be okay? You know, y'all all smiling and giggling and going to barbecues with him and all that, going to his house, kicking it, chilling. And you know he's fucking with these girls. You can see it. It's coming out of his pores. It's in his eyes. It's in shit that he says. But will you allow him to keep doing it? Or would you have that nigga arrested? Would you have him be deemed a sex predator, sexual deviant, fucking pedophile, all around rapist of everything, mental, emotional, physical, and health-wise? He don't care about your life, about your children's lives. He don't give a fuck about no black girl. He's weird. Why do you have to kidnap and brainwash people? Because you can sing. They are allowing you to get away with this shit because you can sing and you can write hits and you got the club popping and you won 3 Grammys. I don't give a fuck about them motherfucking statues. If they knew, really knew, they would take your ass out of the Grammy books. Null and void. That shit don't mean nothing no more. We gonna want those back. Okay? Y'all should stop booking him. Shut down his concerts. Let him know that this behavior is not acceptable at all. Going to high schools to pick out the pretty girls that you know come from broken homes, that you know mom works a lot and ain't there to really watch them, and you can sneak them in and out without mama knowing. You got them lying to their parents. You lying to their parents. You have no respect for nobody, let alone their own children. And it's not just the girls. We know that. He sleep with boys too. But that's a secret. Hush, hush. When you are a sexual deviant and you have done everything imaginable to a woman, multiple women, at once, separately, whatever, what's the next thing you're going to do? The taboo is men. Go over there, fuck around. Then after all that's been done, what else? I'm going to start selling these bitches. I'm going to get them to know that they can't live without me. If they left this house, they would be nothing. So you got these girls staying in there with free will. To actually have somebody imprisoned with no bars, with no cells. Have someone in prison with no bars. They're mentally in prison, and you're the warden, and whatever you say goes. He's nothing short of a pimp. He is the biggest pimp I have ever seen in my life. How do we know he hasn't murdered one of these little girls? There's a lot of our girls missing. Who's to say he ain't accidentally killed one? You know, because he's having sex with these young girls, he could rupture their insides. Their body's not ready for an adult penis. He could tear their, and you know he's not being gentle at all. I mean, how do you bend a virgin over a couch and she's telling you it hurts and it's uncomfortable when he tells you to shut up? What is that? If he couldn't sing, you bastards would not protect him. Why are you protecting him? Why not protect us? It's not our fault. He took it. He took us. He damaged us. And we did do nothing to deserve this treatment. But yet, it's our fault that a grown man raped us. I don't care what we dress like. I don't care if you call us fast. I don't care if we hanging around them and they decide I'm a fucker. And she's little. She has no strength. She could tell you no all day. You ain't gonna stop because it's gonna fuck up the mood. So you tell her to shut up and you take it, you rape her. And she doesn't say anything because she feels like it's her fault, because if she wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. I don't give a fuck where I am, what I'm wearing. You better not fucking touch me or anybody that I love or don't even know. If I see somebody that I know is my age, older than what this young lady he's all up on, touching and caressing and grabbing, I'm asking, excuse you, who are you? Are you her daddy? Are you? She needs to go home. And that's what you should say as a man. You men that have sex with young girls are self-conscious. You have to be with someone that will never say no or degrade you because of your package or your ability to have sex. You have to be with someone that doesn't know any better, doesn't have anything to compare you to. To them, your dick is huge. But to a grown woman, I'll pass. Shit. He's as sick as this one guy that I heard of a long time ago. He raped an infant. The infant had several STDs. He had the same STDs. He vaginally put his penis in this infant and raped it. Raped this little girl. Yeah. And he was black. Not white, black. Everybody want to talk about what about the white guys that did this. Well, let's compare. Remember that doctor? That gymnast doctor? The one that everybody wanted to go to. He was infamous for making, taking care of gold winners, Olympic gold winners. His whole time being there at that college, he was raping and molesting these girls in plain sight. And now, and the thing is, the school knew. They knew. Now that man is in prison. He damaged 3 sisters. He damaged little girls. Even when he did it, they would look at him like that. This don't feel right. No, it's part of the training. It's part of the healing. It's part of the therapy. My ankle hurt. That ain't got shit to do with what's between my legs. My shoulder hurts. That ain't got nothing to do with my breast or my ass. But yeah, plain sight. Plain sight. He's in prison. If he can get it, so can R. Kelly. Y'all should stone his house. There should be a riot at his houses. Y'all should block the driveway so nobody can come in or go out. Y'all should not go to his concerts. Y'all should not listen to his music anymore. Y'all should care about us. You really should. We are the strongest mammal on the planet. And yet we are the most disrespected, the most hurt. You act like you don't need us. I mean, every single one of you do. I love you girls, and I am so sorry that us as a people think it's okay to do this. I'm so sorry, girls. I'm so saddened by this. YouTube should ban R. Kelly's videos, music. They should ban his videos and music. They have cut off many YouTubers. They should ban his videos and his music. It should not be available on YouTube. I don't want to see that nigga in his videos happy. In between takes, he's fucking a girl on a damn tour bus. Doing quickies and then pop her in a motherfucking car when he's done and send her home. I don't want to see that nigga happy at all. All his videos. Inspirational or what the fuck ever. Okay? That's what pedophiles do. Especially ones with money. Let me do a God song. Let me do an inspirational song. So everybody pay attention to that. And not what they think I'm doing over here. Behind my gates. In the cars. In hotels. I'm so sorry, girls. I'm so embarrassed to be. I'm just embarrassed. And our men. And our women who think this is not real. It is. And it's so painful to have somebody not believe you. After you've been quiet for so long, harboring this pain. And once you open up and let it out, they tell you you're wrong and that you're a liar. Now you got extra pain. Now you got an extra boulder on your back and you're trying to walk up a hill. That is your life and you are struggling. And once you take your life, everybody starts to say, well, we didn't know what was wrong with her. We didn't know why she was depressed. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. I tried to commit suicide 19 times. God basically said, you ain't going nowhere. You need to stay. It was, the things I was going through was to make me stronger and make me who I am today, right now. And that documentary makes me want to fight. I want to fight. I want to punch those bitches in their face that says they lying, they just trying to get money. What money? That nigga ain't even paid other people that helped him out with his Black Panties album and this current one. Come on now. He ain't paying people that he owed money to back. He ain't paying child support. What money? And if they do want money, because if he doesn't have any money, he can't move like he wants to, like the snake that he is. He'll be confined a little bit. But fuck the money. I want that nigga in prison. And I want the biggest person in prison to beat his face in and take out his larynx. So that not only can he not sing, that nigga cannot speak. God got something for him. When it's time for him to be called home, every moment of despair, pain, hurt, violation, intimidation, embarrassment, depression, every moment that he gave to each one of these girls, each one he should go through in back to back for the rest of eternity. His soul should be damned. And it will be. It will be. If he is not punished under man's law, he'll definitely be punished under God's law. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. I fucking hate R. Kelly and every man that assisted him in getting these girls, mistreating these girls, and raping these girls. You all deserve everything you get. Bastards.